Remind everybody at home, if you got kids in the room, it'd be a good time to send them into their playrooms because things could heat up and they could hear some things that would require therapy down the line. First topic, U.S. Weekly reported that Brad Pitt wrote love notes to his ex-wife, Jennifer Aniston, when they were married. She held on to those notes, and now Justin Theroux allegedly found them. Now, if someone holds on to something from an ex, is it healthy for their current relationship?
Love notes are really personal, so to me, I think it would just make me question as to why the need to hang on to them, especially in their case. I want to say they were engaged or married. You know, things might get a little weird, and that conversation may not go as smoothly.
No, you hold on to everything. This is like a journal. If you're not confident in your next relationship, it shouldn't matter what you're holding on to, right? You got to go back and read that on a slow day at home, like somebody loved me way back when. Like, I love all that stuff. You got to keep it saucy.
It is absolutely dangerous to hold on to love notes, and here is why. Thank you.
Comparison?
Here is why. It's like, as women, when we break up with somebody, we tend to only remember the good things.
Oh, yeah.
We only remember the love notes and the great photos from the great vacations. But if you got to remember that relationship in its totality, and if you can't celebrate every part of it, get rid of it. And Steve, I done told you, when I break up with a man, I break up with him, his mama, his cousins, his sister, and I throw everything away.
I think the notes are dangerous. Holding on to them is good for the journal. Holding on to them is good for memories. It's so wrong when they get found.
I agree, but I do think going into your next relationship, you have to be so confident that no old letter is going to make a difference. Now, I've been married for 22 years. I'm holding on tight. It is a roller coaster, but I think what matters, like an old love note, means nothing to my husband. But let me ask you a question
now. If you had an old love note from...
I have them.
And your husband found them.
Prior to your 22 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And your husband found them.
Yes.
He would ask
laugh.
you. He would laugh.
I think he would just be like, well, that was before I met you, right? That was pre-me.
Well, look,
And then you probably show it to him.
I'm going to tell you right now, he ain't going to laugh.
He'll have love notes
the grammar
stashed away in our bedroom. If my husband had the nerve to have a love note in my bedroom, oh, hell.
Wait, Steve, I had my husband's ex-girlfriend in my wedding. What? Yes, she is so lovely. I fell in love with this girl. She was one of my bridesmaids.
Coolest kid.
I think I love her. That was in high school, Steve.
No, ma'am.
Am I crazy? Is no one with me? I'm solo on the couch.
That's different. I mean, that's a long time ago.
What?
Not to age, but I'm just saying. No, in high school, that seems like a while.
Or college.
You're Latino.
Yes.
From what country?
Dominican.
Dominican.
I'm a black girl.
Black girl. This that you just did is very white.
Yeah. Very.
No one's listening.
All right, next topic. The hit show last summer was Big Little Lies. And one theme that parents related to was a mom planning her child's birthday. She didn't want to invite every kid from the class. But some schools actually have a policy that tells parents that they should invite everyone in the class or no one. Now, is it a good idea to invite those that aren't friends with your child?
First of all, if I'm paying for this party and I don't know how much it costs a head, I can invite whoever I want and whoever my child wants there.
I kind of agree. I just had my son's 11th birthday on Saturday, 11th kid at Knott's Berry Farm with my 83-year-old dad, side note. But it was the first time I let him choose who he wanted to bring. But we didn't post, we didn't talk about it. Up to that point, the school didn't decide, but I invited the whole class because I thought, if I'm the one kid left out or I hear about it, when they're young, I think it's easy to invite everybody. I don't like anybody left behind.
Yeah. I think it's really...
That's considerate.
It is. I think it's really healthy for a parent to invite everyone in the class, but I also think it's important that parents talk to their children. Yeah. Because if one of those kids is a bully, guess what? You ain't coming into my house.
Right, but you know what? I think, for me, I think it's a bad idea. I think that the kid should have who he wants to have at the, you know, it's like these participation trophies that they give out. Yeah, right. No matter who wins or loses, everybody get a damn trophy. You can't get a trophy for losing. Yeah, what the hell?
That's the real world.
No, that's not how this works, man. You don't get a trophy for losing.
So
No,
then you're
you
gonna-
lost, partner. Second place don't get on the Wheatie box.
Now that I agree with when it comes to sports. You don't
So-
make every team,
So
but a birthday
kids have
party.
to understand social class and social acceptance when they grow up. If you're rude, a bully,
Yes.
a nasty person, you're funky to this child, you don't get to come to this child's party because it sends the wrong signal. You can mistreat my child and still come to his party.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
You can't afford every kid at your kid's party. There's that aspect
Yeah.
too.
Oh, poor people know how to work it out. See, y'all got to do it.
We're talking about some hot dogs.
Everybody eat a half a slice of cake. 1 cup of punch.
You cut the
And then you take
sandwiches
these
up.
sandwiches and cut them up into 16ths. Put them little toothpicks with the little Christmas paper on it. And everybody get 4 sandwiches. But the sandwiches be the
That's very gourmet.
Yeah, you do like that. Hey, up next, is it possible to have anything in common with a partner who is 20 years older or younger than you? Can you have a really solid relationship? Our panel's gonna weigh in on that when we come back. Everybody, we're back with our panel today. Jewel Lisa Bermudez, Kid Hoover, and Diane Valentine. Let's go right back into it. All right, ladies, this is our next topic. Let's talk about age difference. Naomi Campbell is on the cover of British GQ. At 46, she's featured with her 35-year-old boyfriend.
Woo! Hey now.
Other couples with notable age gaps, Kris Jenner is with Corey Gamble, who is 37, Katharine McPhee is 33, and David Foster is 68. Is it possible to have anything in common with a partner who is significantly older or younger than you?
I think it is possible to have something in common, but you have to think about what are the triggers in relationship problems. Number one is usually money. So I think it works when either him or she has enough money to fill in the gaps of when any problems can arise. Two, I think men that date and marry older women are often looking for the same characteristics that their mothers possess. So they tend to like bossy women, they tend to like more aggressive women, they tend to like women that take charge.
How about when it's the opposite? Then?
When it's the opposite,
woman is younger.
women like to be in situations where nobody is telling them what to do. That they can be comfortable being themselves, running their own thing, and then they have this convenient, boy toy, love affair, whatever it is.
It's a total double standard. When you see a man with a young woman, that's kind of normal. If you see Naomi Campbell with somebody younger, I feel like it raises more eyebrows. For me,
agree.
I couldn't date anybody that I could have birthed. I can't go that young.
Yeah.
Like, if I could have birthed you, we are not dating.
If he can be my dad or close to my dad's age, I can't do it.
No.
Sorry.
And then Ashton Kutcher, remember when he was with Demi Moore? I just wondered, is he gonna want kids? Is this something he's gonna want with that age difference? She already had the 3 daughters.
Yeah.
It's harder to
That's the only thing. But let me tell you from a male perspective.
Okay.
No guy is signing up with an older woman who has less than him. Just look at it. We don't hunt that way. Old dude do have something that these young boys don't have. He got a conversation, he got a game,
Yeah.
he got knowledge, he got exposure.
I like to date older, not as old
He's
as
sitting
almost
up-
my dad.
He's
like
sitting up and he
Catherine
doing some
McPhee's.
things with you, got you tripping. Look, we fully understand what makes us attractive is what we have to offer and be.
By the way, when you do date older ladies, you're always gonna be the hot young thing in his eyes. So that's something that also is beneficial when you're dating older as a female, because we already get so much ageism against us, And that's one of the things you worry about when you're in a relationship. But look at Kourtney Kardashian and her youngin'. There's like a 25-year age gap there.
Kardashian?
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
he's with the model guy?
Yeah, the
Yes.
model.
Okay.
And they've been together for a while, and it looks like it's
Just
working
fun.
out. And I feel like he gives her that, I don't know, that vibrancy, that youthfulness that maybe she wouldn't have that if she dated somebody older than her.
Let's go to the next topic.
Here we go.
Singer Ed Sheeran recently got engaged, and he chooses to wear a man-gagement ring. A man-gagement ring. Here's what he had to say about it.
Yeah, do you know, I never saw why men didn't wear engagement rings. Because it's the same commitment either way, so yeah. Cherry made it for me, herself out of silver clay, and I really like it.
That's so sweet.
I haven't told anyone that either.
I'm into it.
I think it's super cute. And, you know, if that's what they want to do and a man wants to wear a ring, that's fine. But I also think there's nothing wrong with men and women who don't wear rings at all. Steve, I've been married 8 years, and I still don't wear a wedding ring.
I like that.
I still don't wear one. Because guess what? All I wanted was the prize, and he was the prize. And my husband proposed with a pair of shoes.
Oh, that's so Carrie Bradshaw.
The same shoe.
He proposed with a pair of shoes.
He proposed with the blue Manolo Blahnik shoes.
Remember Mr.
from Sex and the
Big?
City. That
Really?
Mr. Big U.
Because he knew how you were.
I'm a shoe fanatic. So he proposed
Yeah.
with that shoe. And then we looked for rings for a while, and I was like, I don't really want to be tied to anything every day. You know, my style is like, my flow is different. I might not want to rock that every day.
And shoes you
You
can
are not who
interchange.
I'm married
you
to.
know?
See, I don't know.
Lord, my wife got a hump.
Personally, I think with Ed Sheeran being an artist and traveling so much, and his soon-to-be wife made that personally for him, I think that it's a really nice gesture. I don't see men catching on to this trend very much, but in his case, I think
Is this
since
because
it's
of
so
jealousy?
personal-
Do you think like he's on the road, like my man's taken? Again, jealousy is a wasted emotion, doesn't get you anywhere. Like, what's her reason for this ring on the
I
finger?
think
And
so
then
that
is
he
the
can
wedding
think of
ring, the
you.
double ring, that just seems like a lot of stress that we now have to shop for engagement rings for a man. Right?
Oh, I'm not doing it
Right?
personally.
Would you want your man wearing a ring or engagement?
Not an engagement ring, but when we're married, yes, wear your ring.
Do you have your ring on?
No, I have a ring on. Even if I take it off,
It's on there?
It comes back to you. It's like a
you don't
boomerang.
even understand. Look at it. I'm like branded.
Yeah.
Look at, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm locked in. But I always wear mine.
Yeah.
For me, it really does not matter. It's just a piece of jewelry.
Oh, that jewelry speaks volumes, girl.
No, y'all make me feel bad
I
again.
got lots
ring.
of other gifts. I got
She
lots
said,
of other
I'm gonna
things.
need my rings.
I feel like so many girls I see, so many women get engaged. It's all about the ring. And the
Yes,
wedding about.
it is.
My house burned down. Blah blah. I lost my engagement rings. I was pregnant. So we lost everything we owned. So this is my mom's ring, and I never even got another one because, sort of with you, it didn't matter anymore. We were moving forward with our life, and like,
Yes.
I think. Listen, now if I was gonna re-get engaged, marriage number 2, I want a big old rock. So I go both ways.
Hey, ladies, I've enjoyed you all today. You all were absolutely fabulous. Let's do it again. Hey, folks, give it up for the ladies. We'll be right back. So here we go. This is the first one. Cosmo magazine recently said that 44% of people have gone back to an ex. 44% of people have gone back to an ex and had sex. Why do you think people jump back in bed with an ex?
I'm not 44%.
Like everybody said it fast.
Because you don't want to add another number. So you rather go back to what you've already had.
Comfort in knowing that.
Absolutely.
There's, you're familiar with somebody. It's like a dancing partner. You don't want to dance with somebody that you step on toes.
Yes.
Really?
If you didn't get burned and you've been a little lonely, you might want to dip in that pool again.
It's like a comfy blanket.
Especially when, women have needs, people have needs.
Okay, let me ask you a
And
question.
you don't just want to go
About
and
the
do
list.
it randomly.
About the list. Let's talk about this list. When you're with a man and it's gotten serious and the question comes up, number of times, how many people, how many relationships, do you have a maximum number?
I don't think people ask anymore. I think that as long as you are in an understanding relationship where like either you're exclusive or not exclusive, and you have expectations from each other, clear expectations, why do you need to know?
Nowadays,
Like,
it's harder to figure out if you're exclusive or not.
Well, I feel
we
like
talking.
if
Everything's
you're,
talking.
I feel like if you are a female that does not have an abundance of bodies under your belt, then you should be proud. I'm happy for you to ask because my number's low.
Right.
So,
What's if you knew of a guy's promiscuity or his activity, what's too much for you?
I know a guy, he has like 2 a week, right? Like, what are you doing? How are you ever gonna be available for a real relationship? And then also it comes down to like, how do you respect your body? How are you giving it away so easily?
Yeah.
And do you wanna be with somebody that's just gonna completely disregard you so quickly, physically, emotionally,
Okay.
mentally? Like,
Let me
that's the
okay.
important part.
Okay, let me give all ladies a piece of advice. I don't give a damn what you've done If the number comes up, listen to Uncle Steve. Your max number is 3. I don't give a damn what's happening. You lie, cover up. If you can make him think he's the 3rd, that's even better.
Yeah, you're winning.
You've only been in 3 meaningful relationships in your life.
Uncle Steve,
Yeah.
when he goes through my phone and sees that it may be 1 or 2 more than 3, what's the next step?
Does your phone have, like, videos in them?
Well, at that particular time, we should make sure all of that is deleted. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what happens if they find out, you know, you lied from the beginning and
No.
it's more than 3?
Then all you got to say is, no, that wasn't a meaningful relationship in my life at all.
Oh, so only if they meant something.
It didn't amount to much of anything.
I don't think
I
a
just
man
wanted
should
to
be
say.
asking.
All right, next topic. In the last year, we've seen an overwhelming spike of success in African-American films such as Black Panther, Get Out, Girls Trip. And you got hit TV shows like Empire, Blackish, and The Chi being all-time highs in ratings on their networks. Do we think that we're getting closer to racial equality, or is there still a long way to go?
I think it's a combination of both, honestly.
agree.
I feel like we definitely are moving forward, but we have so much more. We have so much farther to go. You know, as a female, as a Black female, I just feel like in Hollywood, sometimes it's slim pickings for us. You know, the roles, the characters, what we want to portray. And I feel like sometimes we may have to work a little bit harder. It's just my opinion.
Girl, and for Latinas, forget it. We have a whole lot to catch up.
Well, I think what's happening right now is that we have a society.
Oh, man.
We have a society right now that is so media-driven. The media is starting to do a really great job of highlighting women in all diversities in a better way. So I'm, you know, I think that we are doing the right things now. But we still have much further to go, and I think that we need to rise in humanity.
Here's the problem I think we have. I think when it comes to Hollywood, corporate America, and Washington, you have the power brokers of these places who are far more racist than is the fiber of the country.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm telling you, man, movies like these movies and TV shows, it took a long time to just get them on it. It used to be when you put a Black show on TV, you had to have a white counterpart in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Will Smith was told that Black romantic comedies never work. And then he did Hitch. And then Hitch went through the roof.
Yeah.
And he sat up there and said, no, you don't know what you're
And
talking
he had a
about.
Latina love interest. Boo.
Yes, yes.
We have to be daring to be the exception, and we need people to fight for that exception.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And it needs to be great material. At the end of the day, let's be honest, a movie like Girls Trip, that movie, the through and through, if you didn't laugh, then there's something wrong with you
I
personally.
love that movie. I can watch that
But
movie countless times.
It was just a great movie.
And I think it's facts that when you support, like when you put the marketing dollars for Black Panther, we showed up and showed out.
I mean, Black Panther can't be any more timely than right now. And
inspiring.
done in a cool way, not done in a preachy, you know, cheesy way. It was done so perfect.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, up next, what percentage of couples do you think spend every night in separate beds? I'm gonna tell you, and we'll find out what our panel has to say when we come back. All right, everybody, listen, we're back talking relationships, sex, and current events with my panel of the day, Ashanti, Christmas Abbott, and Julissa Bermudez. Next topic. A National Sleep Foundation survey, this is crazy to me. A National Foundation Sleep Survey found that as many as 25% of couples reported sleeping in separate beds. 10% of couples reported sleeping in separate bedrooms. Is sleeping separately a relationship killer?
I happen to think there's a couple that I know, they've been together for more than 25 years. and they have been sleeping separate for a very long time. Yeah. He happens to snore like a lawnmower, and I feel like them sleeping separate is what saved their relationship.
Wow. But see, there's a reason for that. Yeah. Because he couldn't figure out how to correct that snoring.
Yes.
I'm a very affectionate person, and I just feel that like relationships grow with intimacy. And I'm not just talking about physical intimacy. I'm talking about spending time with each other in the same room. And like when you spend time with someone, even if you don't have an interest in them, you grow to appreciate them and you have a connection with them. And that's intimacy, right? That's part of intimacy. And when you sleep in another room with somebody or sleep in a separate bed or a room, you take a big part of that component out. I just think that it is a slow death for a relationship.
No, girl. I will give you all the affectionate at breakfast, boo, because I need my sleep. Oh. Can we bring up the survey on how vital sleep is? Good sleep in your life? I mean, I have done this before. I've literally have been in the bed with the guy that I was dating, and once he knocks out and that bear gets to snoring, I'm in the other room, and in the morning, I'll wake up all fresh looking and going.
Because he snored?
Because he would snore.
Yeah, but you can fix that.
And in the beginning, it's cute because you want to be all spooning and hugged up. First of all, I need to breathe. I need my space. I want to hug my pillow. I don't want to hang on to you all night.
I don't think it should happen in the beginning, though. If you guys are courting or you're starting a relationship and it's something real, and you can't find that common ground to come to some kind of a happy medium if y'all are arguing before you go to sleep, I feel like that needs to be worked out.
Well, no, I'm saying go to sleep happy, but I'll be so happy knowing I'm going to get my great 8 hours of sleep.
I don't know. I don't see how. If the guy sleeps in a separate bed or a separate room, here's the problem that's going to be happening. Every time he comes and crawls in your bed, you know what he wants. Now, you are killing the sneak attack approach. You are killing the I ease up on it. Sometimes I just ease up on it.
The nudge.
You don't even really know I'm bringing it. But we in here spooning, and I'm in that close.
Do you snore?
Yeah. She taps me and wake me up.
Okay.
Steve, turn over. And I turn over. But eventually, though, I'm gonna let her have it again.
The creep up.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm gonna let her have it. And I know I'm gonna let her have it. All right, listen, the next topic. The CEO of Amazon is donating $33 million to a grant to help dreamers in the USA. Now, it will give 1,000 undocumented immigrant graduates the chance to go to college who would never have had the chance otherwise, okay? Now, would you be where you are today if it weren't for someone else's generosity? Would you be where you are without
Absolutely
someone?
not.
Yes.
No.
You
I'd
would
be
be
exactly where I am. Everything that I have in my life, I earned and I worked for it. And I don't know if my life would have changed if I had somebody believe in me and give me that opportunity. I don't know if I would have just thrown it out the window and said, so what? Or if I would have taken it seriously and ran with it. But I want to see some sort of accountability on this.
I mean, I didn't get $33 million, but
Right.
the generosity of my parents, the sacrificing 3 jobs and not being with the family and going to auditions and leaving school early and, things like that. I feel like had I not had that and the generosity of just a team nurturing me, I would definitely not be here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Somebody's got to believe in you, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've definitely piggyback off that. I mean, I've had people co-sign me up until sitting right in this chair, sitting right on this couch.
Yeah, I don't see, if it had not been for certain people giving me breaks, reaching down and giving me a hand up, shelling me out. I mean, from dudes that gave me the $200 to buy my head shots at comedy clubs. The dude that bought my outfit, the first time I opened for a group was Frankie Beverly and Mays. He bought me a $250 outfit, or else I was gonna walk out there in my regular clothes.
Right.
That gave me another little jump.
So sweet.
Hey, ladies, I want to thank you all for being here today. You were terrific today. Thanks for sharing everything. Hey, folks, we'll be right back.